We in Tampa, we taking it back to the beginning. We going back to the beginning. Stop the blame game. Who are you blaming for your reasons for not doing what you're supposed to be doing and what you're called to do? What is it that you're not doing that you should be doing? That's what today is about. Stop the blame game. It's not Eve's fault. What are you not doing? This is Shawanna Kennedy. I'm your self-first advocate, reminding you to put yourself back on the top of the to-do list of your life, because we have got stuff to do. It's stuff with our name on it. It's people that we are supposed to be helping. There is a world that we need to impact, and it is waiting just for you. You already know that. We talk about this all the time. Good morning. Hey there. You see they saying hi to you,
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Y'all see LaBraun make him feel good. This is LaBraun. Woo. Yes, we are here in the beautiful state of Florida. Woo. Woo. Y'all, I'm excited. Get some people in here, because I'm gonna actually even shift it. Y'all already know it's about stop blaming. Stop blaming. Own your share in what's going on. No matter what's going on, there is a percentage of everything that happens that we have to. We have control over certain things that are in our environment. You get a choice. You know you get to choose. You get to choose. You get to choose. You get to choose. What are you choosing today? What choices have you not made to put you in the best possible position for the plan that God has for you? Y'all already know it. Y'all already know it. Tag, tell a friend. I'm so glad to see Shanika. Good morning. Hey. I see it. Look at y'all coming on in. That's right. Because we're going to get the guys on here. I'm just getting ready because we have Pastor Curry. He is sitting in the wings. He's waiting. He got the good book open already, y'all. We already got our cup of coffee. Yeah, we got our cup of coffee. We waiting. Hey, Anita, I see Hope, and look at Jeff just jumped in. How y'all doing? Oh, we got Arizona on the line.
Hey, Camille.
Hey. How y'all doing? I'm trying to get some music that we won't get in trouble with, because y'all know I usually like to dance a little bit, right? Right. LaBraun, say hey.
Hey, y'all. We're trying to find some music. Good morning. This is Selfcare Saturday. We just jumped on. Like I said, we down here in Florida on an invitation from a good friend, my brother, Pastor Benjamin Curry. It's their family and friends weekend, and he thought enough of me, his little brother, to invite us down to share in the festivities. So we're just extremely grateful. Him and his other wife, they're great hosts. And we got coffee. Y'all, we had some good barbecue last night. Some barbecue, you hear me? It was good stuff. Listen, but we're here, Self-Care Saturday.
It's about you, and it's about you putting yourself back at the top of the to-do list of your life. Hey, Felicia. Hey, Jacqueline, what's up? Is this light good? Look.
This is good light.
This is some good light.
This is that sunshine light.
Oh my God.
That Florida light.
Oh my God, the light is on point.
It's like God is himself.
Oh my God, I feel like I actually, look how light my skin. Yes. Hey, Rosita, good morning. For those who are jumping in, thank you. You know I love you. You know I cheer for you. It is about you. And today, I am super excited. I'm actually turning the conversation away from me, because remember, it's not about me, it's about you. And that means getting other people, qualified people on the line to get you what you need, that is what I am doing for you. We're talking about putting yourself back on top of the to-do list, and we're going back to Genesis. What happened in Genesis? They started doing some blaming right at the beginning of time. Thank you. Yeah, so right now we got LaBraun on here, and then we're going to bring Pastor Curry in. Thank you for that love. I see those hearts, y'all. Thank you. Now remember, we talked about it. What are you fixated on, though? What are you fixated on that is forfeiting your future? What has you stuck in a box? What's going on with you that you're not? Actually, because I love for you guys to talk back to us. We need you to talk back to us.
Ask questions,
because I'm telling you, he's over there waiting. The book is open. He got the book open. We about to have some fun today, y'all. Yeah. This self-care for real. We dealing with the spirit man today. Stop blaming. Own your share and get back on what it is you're supposed to be doing. LaBraun, what you gonna do? Because we're gonna bring Pastor Curry in. He hot.
Well, listen, self-care. Like I said, we're going back to the book of Genesis. We've been fooled since the beginning. The enemy has played an evil trick on us, and it started in the book of Genesis. God created us. When he created us in Genesis, he said, he made the animals, he made man and woman, and he said, it's good. What's keeping you from being good? What's keeping you from being your best self now? Stop making excuses. And we think and we believe, and it's found in the word of God, that the enemy has been fooling us and tricking us that we're no good. But we're here, got my brother in the wings, and we started off as a conversation last night. And this thing just blew up because we were trying to figure out what we're going to talk about today. And we were sharing with Pastor Curry, and man, we knew we were going to talk about foolery. The foolishness of our closed-minded thinking. But we were sharing with Pastor Curry last night, and man, that thing just took off. Own your stuff. That's good. Own your stuff. But guess what? We have a choice. God gave us a choice. Either believe the enemy's lies or believe his truth. And today we have his truth, and it's going to be shared, y'all. It's going to be shared with my friend and my brother, Pastor Benjamin Curry, pastor of the Greater New Salem Primitive Baptist Church here in Tampa, Florida. Come on, show me some heart. Show me some heart. Show me some heart. Show me some love. Show me some love. Show us some love. There he is, y'all.
God
there
bless
he
you,
is.
Man. God bless you, man. We're happy to be a part of this, man. It would be just an awesome thing to have this privilege to share and just share the word about self first.
Yeah.
And we discovered some interesting thoughts last night.
Yes, we did.
From the word of God from Genesis chapter 3. So just happy to be a part, man.
So Pastor Curry, what lie has the enemy told us? And where did it begin?
Well, as we was have the dialogue last night, Genesis chapter 3 begins to share with us the blame game. It was from the beginning where Adam and Eve was in the Garden of Eden, and we know what happened. Here it is, Adam being the man that God has called to be a part of what we call first creation. So we talk about self first. So we talk about first creation. But then it's taking a twist, because then Adam, instead of taking the responsibility, guess what he done? He blamed Eve. So I thought about it. We got to stop the blame game and stop blaming Eve. Even though we like to place the blame on Eve, but really it does not begin there. It begins with Adam accepting the fact, if I'm going to better myself, I got to stop blaming Eve. So
listen, who are you blaming today? And that thing has become a cycle in our lives. We always blame others for why we're not stepping up and being ourselves best. But it started from the beginning. Help us out, Pastor.
Well, here it is now. In Genesis chapter 3, I know you've read it. I know you Bible scholars have dialogued and had a conversation somewhere in the book of Genesis with others about what happened around creation. But here it is. Adam is now saying, God, the woman you gave me. The woman you gave me.
He didn't give her name. He knew her name. He knew her name. They were together.
Yeah, he threw it out there. He said, the woman you gave me is the cause of all this trouble. And when I begin to look at this, and I look at the text and the contents of what it says, it clearly says that Eve was tricked by the devil. Satan himself came along and says, now listen, you can eat of every tree. But now God clearly tells Adam that the tree that's in the midst of the garden, don't touch it.
Right.
But then Adam goes away. Eve comes on scene, and she has this dialogue with whom we know, the serpent, which is better known as Satan himself.
Right.
Comes along and say, hey, it ain't gonna hurt you. It won't bother you. Eat. Enjoy it.
A lie.
A trick. So Eve now is become tricked by the enemy.
Right.
So now she takes the fruit, carries it to Adam, and said, Adam, look what we have here. Boy, this thing is delicious. We can enjoy it. So Adam says, all right, here goes. Adam eats of the forbidden fruit.
Yeah.
After eating from the forbidden fruit, their eyes came open. Their eyes came open. Now watch this. This is what gets me. It's because now this is what begins to separate man from God.
Lies will separate you from God.
Lies will separate you from God. And here it is. This is what separates them. Is because now God comes back after all of this has transpired and happened and says, listen who he calls out. He says, Adam, where art thou? Adam hides himself with Eve. They sew figs together to cover themselves. Why? Because their eyes, their knowledge has become open. They're more open to more knowledge now. They grasp more concept about who they are, their DNA, what they look like, who they are, what God has invested in them. And now their eyes have become open. Here's the catch now. So Eve's is tricked by Satan.
Eve is tricked by Satan.
Eve is tricked by Satan. So here it is. Adam blames Eve.
Who are you blaming?
So now we know how that goes. We we always find a way to push the responsibility off of us because we say, hey, I didn't do it. This is not me. But what I've discovered is we have to stop blaming Eve, because what happened is God clearly tells Adam, this is your responsibility. This is your destiny in your hands. And so what happens is Adam blames Eve. But notice when God came looking for them, he didn't call Eve. He calls Adam.
Is God calling you today?
He calls Adam.
He's calling you. He's not calling anybody else. He's calling you.
And another thing that's interesting in the text is that he says to God, the woman that you've given me.
Ain't that crazy? He knew Eve's name. It wasn't Shanika. It wasn't Felicia. Adam knew.
Yeah.
Adam knew her name.
Yeah. He said, the woman that you've given me, the woman you gave me, calls this. But God said, no, Adam, I commanded you. So don't blame Eve for what God has told you. So here it is. Same thing in our lives. We have to be careful because we're so quick to deny ourselves of what God really has for us. And what happens is destiny is in our hands. And when you look at what God is doing and what God is trying to tailor build in our lives when it comes to self first, I had to evaluate myself 4 or 5 months ago when I went to the doctor and I discovered that I had some health issues. I had to evaluate myself. I had to go back and say, hey, what am I doing? How am I putting myself first? How am I eating right? How am I resting? All of those things come into play when you have to look at the fact that how am I developing myself to put self first? And I had to step back and look at it because as being a busy pastor, as sharing the gospel with people weekly, as visiting the sick, doing ceremonies and funerals and stuff like that, constantly on the go, grabbing this while I'm going, something that's not healthy for the body. I'm just running through and grabbing something and trying to, quickly go and rush to do what I'm doing. But I didn't look at my health first. And that's where I'm at now in my life. And I had to step back from some things and I had to evaluate it because I had to say no. I had to say no. If I want to be here with my family, my wife, my children, my church, and be here for my people, that I had to start looking at myself, man. So when I looked at this, I can't blame my wife for my eating habits. I can't blame my children for my eating habits. I can't blame my church for my eating habits.
Stop it.
Even though I know I got great cooks in the kitchens, I got to say, hey, self first.
Self first.
What am I going to do to make sure that I'm taking care of this temple? So that's what you have to do, is make sure that you look at yourself and say, where am I going here this year? I know plenty of us, we made New Year's resolutions. We said, I'm going to eat healthy. I'm going to eat cleaner. I'm going to do better for myself. Well, you have to do it for yourself. Stop blaming someone else. Every time I go out, I'm going out with somebody who eats, maybe say unhealthy. Maybe I need to be the one to trigger them to start eating more healthy. So, the blame game. Eve was not the one who really started this. Adam had to look at the fact that God told him to be the head and not the tail.
So what you're saying, Pastor Curry, is that in order for you to properly serve others, you first must learn how to serve
I had
yourself.
to serve myself. I had to look at it. I couldn't blame. I was almost like Adam. I want to blame everybody else for my problem. I had to deal with the fact. Hey, I had to take responsibility as the head of my house, as the man, as the one who is the pillar. I had to look at what am I doing. So, brothers, we have to evaluate ourselves. We got to make sure, brothers, that we are doing things
Go get
God's
checkups.
way. We have to make sure that we're. Yeah, that's another thing.
Go get checkups,
We are
brother.
quick not to go do it because we say, hey, I'm all right. I'm working. I'm doing.
Yeah.
We have busy lives, but make sure you take care of yourself. God will honor you even more with more abundantly. He would do it. He would do it for you if you just start placing yourself first in the right perspective.
And we were also sharing last night that even Jesus himself took time away. We're talking about how Jesus had just served and ministered to the multitudes, fed 5,000, and he told his disciples, "Look, y'all get in the boat, y'all go to the other side. I'll meet y'all there. I'm gonna go up to the mountains and I'm gonna give me some rest."
Yeah, Jesus had to pull off his sandals.
Oh my God!
Jesus had to find him a rock and
Oh my
stone
God.
to lean against, to take him an afternoon nap. He
Yeah,
had to take care
yeah,
of himself.
yeah.
But even while he was trying to take care of himself, guess what? We find some kind of way of getting interrupted. And even that being said, we still have to go back to it. Hey, what am I doing?
Yeah, what am I doing?
Consciously to take care of
What are you
myself.
doing to take care of yourself?
Yeah.
Listen, there's nothing wrong with it. Men, especially my brothers, the real men who try to provide for their families. Listen, you have got to take time for yourself. Go get your checkups. Go to the dentist. Go get your feet done. My wife get on me all the time. When you going to get your feet done, Rev? When you going? When you going? When you going? Listen, there's nothing wrong with taking care of yourself.
Nothing wrong.
Because if you don't take care of your feet, then you can't stand. See, I don't want to go too deep with that.
Well, you have to take care of your feet, your hand, your head.
Yeah.
You have to take care of your whole body. Your body is the temple of God. God has invested in us as his people to not only just look at our outer appearance, but look at what's going on internally. And we have to make sure that this internal side, inside of us, is operating like the machine, like the body God made and designed for us. So make sure you do that. Take care of yourself. Treat yourself to going to those places that needs to be a part of your makeup daily. Whether it's like Pastor Reverend Kennedy said, to the dentist, to the doctor, just do what do best, and that's to take care of self first. I like this, man, because it gives us more to look at.
Yeah.
We ought to share this with everyone we come in contact with.
The enemy, the false lies.
Listen, it starts in the mind. The enemy will fool you and to make you think that those things aren't important. Your health is extremely important. Don't be fooled. Don't be tricked. Go. Take care of yourself so that you can take care of others. This man, he was doing a live, a few weeks ago, and he shared his testimony of how the doctors said that he wouldn't be able to preach as hard as he, will be able to preach anymore because of a condition. But I'm here to tell you that this man right here, this man right here, oh my God.
God is good, brother. God is good. I tell you, God is good. And that's the thing that we have to look at, where man tried to put something in your mind. I like the verse, Romans chapter 12 said, be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. Be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. And that's what I think my sister is sharing with us in her dialogue daily, weekly. When she comes on here, she's telling us to be ye transformed by the renewing of our minds, that we take care of our bodies. It begins with self first. So I'm just happy and excited that she's sharing this wealth of information with others to just inform us how we need to constantly be reminded to take care of ourselves, put self first.
Yeah, you hear that? And it's just this is a worldwide message. Now talk about the condition that that you had.
It was very rare lung disease. I love outdoors. I like fishing. I like hunting. So I contracted this through some kind of air spore. It's called blastomycosis, and I didn't know how to pronounce it. My wife had to teach me how to say it with the terms of the medical terms. But it's a rare lung disease where it causes to mess with your air sacs, your breathing, causes the lung to deteriorate and stuff like that. And man, I didn't know what was going on, coughing up blood, having all kind of issues and stuff like that. But got to the doctor in time to find out what was going on, and had to have 2 lung surgeries, one on each lung, and lost some capacity of the lung. But God is still able, because like I said, I tell anybody that we serve a God who is the doctor above any doctor.
Yeah.
And that's who I place my trust in. I didn't blame nobody else. I just said, Doc, I hear what you're saying, but I know the doctor. And that's who I'm going to put my trust in. So I'm here as a living example what the power of prayer and what God would do if you just trust and lean and depend on him.
But trusting means that you have to let go. In order to truly trust, you have to learn how to let go. Forgive
them and you.
You heard Shawanna in the echoing in the background. You got to forgive them and yourself. That's where trust totally takes over.
Right.
Thank you, Camille. Meditate day and night on God's word, even for direction.
That's right. Be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. By the renewing of your mind. Because the enemy would tell you, that you're doing the trick. Yeah, you're doing right by eating of the tree. You're doing right by doing what you're doing. But guess what? That tree calls them a lifetime sentence.
Yes.
Here he gives Eve 9 months, but he gave man a lifetime sentence of work. So I mean, you got to think about it. What do you want to do with your life? How do you want your life to end? We have to look at the fact that God has designed us for His purpose.
Yeah.
For His purpose.
Yes. Listen, we have a purpose. He said something there. You and I have a purpose, but you can't get there until you learn how to take care of yourself. Everyone has a purpose. There's something that you have been called to do that's greater, not only for you but for somebody else. Right. But but if you're broke down, wretched and ragged, you can't do nothing for nobody else.
Nor yourself.
So that's why it's important. That's why it's important that you take care of yourself.
Yes.
Take care of yourself. It's not being selfish, it's being selfless. Learn to take care of it. Let's take a vacation. Get away.
Yeah, come to Florida.
Yes. Oh, hallelujah to the Lamb.
Come to Florida where the sun is shining.
Yeah, we've been treated like royalty. You hear me? Royalty. This is a great getaway. A great getaway.
I like to share this, Pastor, with you, because the thing is, sometimes we can get so caught up in where we are until we just don't want to make any changes or adjustments in our life.
Yeah.
And one of the most major moves for me was to leave Cleveland, Ohio.
You didn't say that.
Where I was pastoring, where I felt things were well with me, where, God was moving and doing some things there. But then I prayed and I asked God, I said, God, I know what's going on internally with my body. What can I do to make things better? Because it's cold in Cleveland. It's snow in Cleveland.
Yeah.
And I just felt like I was just going to stay right where I was. But then God said, hey, you got to launch out in faith. So we did that. We picked up and we moved to Florida. Not having a church, not pastoring nowhere at the beginning, but just being able to say, hey, God, I'm ready for a change in me.
Yeah.
And whatever it takes to happen, Lord, make it happen. He done that.
And because you decided to think about self first.
Self first, yeah.
Everyone else around you was blessed. Oh, they reap the benefits. People reap the benefits when you decide to put yourself first. Those who are around you, there's a scripture that says that, about the cup, if you learn to be a saucer, for the cupbearer.
Well, see, David said it runs over.
Oh my God.
He said, my cup runneth over. Cup. But I like something she said, disease equals distraction.
Yeah. Dis-ease.
Yeah, disease.
Yeah.
Equals
Thank you,
distraction.
Camille.
And so that will cause distractions.
Yeah.
So we have to sometimes put ourselves in a place whereby we have to let go of those distractions. Some things will distract us. Life is full of distractions.
But don't allow the distractions of the enemy to detour your destiny.
Love change. I like that. Yeah, love change. You gotta love change.
Launch out to that's good too.
Launch out to the deep. That's it. And that's what life is about. Is launching out to the deep.
Yeah.
Finding your destiny. And sometimes you got to get away from the minnows and start swimming with the big
crowd.
fish.
Oh Lord.
Sometimes God wants you to get out from the Nemos and get down there with the whales.
Oh my God.
Sometimes saving Nemo don't work.
Yeah, we with the whales. We with the whales, y'all. We with the whales. We with the whales.
Sometimes it ain't nothing wrong with saving Nemo, but sometimes it pays to get with the whales.
Yeah, baby.
Oh, thank God for Brandon Flores. Thank God for Brandon Flores. Oh, that hurt the whales. I'm swimming with the whales, y'all.
Sometimes it's good to get with the whales. That's how God works, man. Yeah.
But thank you,
man. Thank y'all for
Curry.
allowing me this privilege. I'm honored just to be able to share with my sister and you today. And hey, it's just exciting to see what God is doing in y'all's life there in Georgia. Yeah, this is great.
We're gonna bring back Shawanna for her closing thoughts, and I'm gonna slide out the way so she can sit on down, or she's just gonna move the camera off of us. But listen, thank you all. Listen, Self-Care Saturday. Go out and do something great for yourself today.
If you're ever out down in the Florida area, in Tampa, Florida, look us up. Greater New Salem Primitive Baptist Church on North Nebraska. Just ask the Kennedys how to get in contact with us. We would love to have you in our area if you're ever here. Give us a call. God bless you.
Well, did you guys like that treat? Did you like that?
Give some hearts. Give some
Yeah,
hearts.
show some hearts. Say thank you, Pastor Curry. Make sure you say thank you because he's going to go back. It's his church. They're going to be logging in. They're going to be checking all of this out. We need to thank Pastor Curry for actually taking the time. Yes, I appreciate the hearts, all that love. Thank you for the comments and sharing, because as you know, I thought it was very important to even have the men to chime in because I know a lot of times, I know my sister girls, they supporting everybody, but this is about us all being a better self. It's all about us considering ourselves because he thought enough. None of us are alike. He thought enough of us to make us individually, to make us different, which means you have a certain need. And we want to be able to do that where everybody can get what they need so that everybody, where they say, have the cookies on the table that everybody can get some and enjoy, even though we need those, what you call those? Lactose, those sugar-free cookies. I know they can be nasty, but you get the point. Thank you. That's right. We want to thank Pastor Curry. We also want to thank LaBraun for coming in because it's about us all. It's not just women. It's man, woman, boy, and girl. He came that we might have life and have it more abundantly. It is about you putting yourself back on the top of the to-do list of your life. You have got a work to do. We're springing into new things. It's better and it's greater. It's coming. Remember, what you think about, that is what you become. That is the direction in which your life takes. What are your thoughts today? Remember, stop believing the lies. It's old lies. It's tricks of the enemy. It is a distraction. It's the disease which causes a distraction. Thank you. I appreciate you guys again. We're here in Florida. We're going to enjoy some of this Florida sun, because you know what? It would be, not even a shameless plug. I will actually be in Cleveland, Ohio, the first weekend in May. May 4th. Yes, we're doing what is called a Keeping Yourself Happy Hour. We got some light refreshments and we're going to Cleveland and we're coming to see you. We're coming to a town near you. That's right, inbox me. Yes, I'm coming to see you. We want to come and see you and just know that we cheer for you. And I love Dr. Pointer. For, I am also known as Pom Pom. So when you see Pom Pom, that is Shawanna Kennedy. And you know what that is for me? That is power over my mindset. That is power over me. I get to choose. Yeah. What is it? What you speak? Yeah, what you see. That's what it is. You have to watch the words because there is life and death in the power of your tongue and greater. What is it that you're not doing? Do something for you today. Do something for you today that will ultimately bless those that you love.
Ooh.
Yeah, it will bless those that you love. Yeah, they watch you. They can see you. Are you happy right now? Are you good?
Yeah.
Right. Y'all know I love you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for again sharing and joining in with me. I appreciate you just for taking this small time out of your day.
Go to the website.
Yeah. Go to theselffirstmovement.com.
Purchase your tickets. Purchase your tickets.
Movement. Yeah, get the link. I'm going to add it in there, and you don't forget the power of putting yourself first, a guide to becoming your best self now. Yeah. Get it. Also, get the tickets. It's only a small donation of $10. We got a lot of things in store for you that night in Cleveland. That is May the 4th, Cleveland, Ohio. Yes, I'm looking for you. Inbox me if you have any questions and any even theme for self-care or something that you want us to even discuss on here. Just let me know. Just inbox me.
As a matter of fact, we'll even share some information about Pastor Curry and the church. If you would, have any questions you want to ask him.
Yes.
He's a wise.
Yes, he is.
Wise man, and very humble,
Yeah.
very giving. If you have any questions, just want to inbox. Just let us know. We'll pass on the questions or any concerns. He's a great man of God, and I trust him. We trust him.
Yes.
We love the family. We've known him down through the years from Cleveland. So we're just glad that the God just orchestrated this thing to where we're only a few hours away where we can just pop up and then pop back out.
I love you guys. Enjoy your weekend.
We will.
Yes.